Today I'm going to show you how to get started making your own infinite zoom drawing. It's called Zoom.Art here. Zoom.Art. It used to be called Endless Canvas. Nope, info at Infinity Zoom. So they've changed their name and there is a tutorial, so let's go through that. There's your basic brush. You can adjust the size of it. And the pressure, although the pressure sensitivity has not worked on the iPad. So we'll test it out today again because it could be that it's updated. And then we're going to go on to the next. So we've got the eraser tool and it's really simple and clean. I really like this program for their eraser tool. And then we've got the grids, and you can change the size of the grids and the angle. It's just sort of an overlay for drawing. You've got layers, and in their case of their demo, they show you different layers and you can turn them on and off. Because of the nature of infinite zoom, I don't use layers nearly as much as I do in other programs. As far as turning on and off, I do use layers, but not turning on and off. And here we're doing the save. So this is to create bookmarks within your drawing so you can get around quickly. And if you go away from your drawing for a long time, it's nice to be able to find your way through, because sometimes you forget how you zoomed in, even though you're the one that created it. And it seems hard to believe, but it happens. So also they have palette, and I actually think they've got a really great palette organization. I like it. And you can create custom palettes, which is what it's going to show you here at the very end. You hit the plus button. And then the other thing is they have classic and they have sliders. So they have ways for you to get very nuanced with your color, is what I'm expressing there. And you can record your art, which is you're zooming in with your fingers and recording it, and you can save it, or you can export a JPEG. You can record your art and save the video, which is what they're doing right here. They don't show that it saves the video, but you do. And that's what they want to show you there. So let's go to the next button. You can draw with your finger if you don't have a stylus, or you can just move with your finger if you do have a stylus. It will tell the difference between the stylus and your fingers. And because I have a stylus, I move with the fingers and draw with the stylus. You don't have to tell it to draw with the stylus, it'll just do it. And so that brings us back to the beginning. Of course, they have a back and a forward button here. Oh, that's what they're showing you. And the eyedropper tool, which I don't think they went into, but let's see if they do on the next one. You can move your tools around. Yes. Color. You can change your color when you're in your brush, is what it's trying to tell you. Okay. And then that pretty much takes care of it. So let's test it all out. And I will show you a zoom that I have done, a drawing that I have done. And I'm going to just go ahead and move up here to this drawing. I don't like how I finished it out here, so I want to clean it up a little bit. So let's look and see what layer. This is on a background layer. And I want to finish out right here. So I just didn't even choose a tool, but it automatically was on black and it was on the medium size tool. You can set, there's three drawing tools here. They're all the same. You can set them up differently with different pressure. So you can do line width and pressure. So this feature only works with supported devices. So it's not going to work but let's see what happens. You never know. Nope, still not working. So I'm going to hit the back button there. Okay, now I'm going to show you my zooming in project. And you have the key. I was listening to, so this all started out to be a fashion drawing, and let me show you the fashionista. This is who I was drawing. But the evening that I was drawing her, I was listening to a podcast, and it's a horse trainer that I've followed for years, but his podcast has morphed, and he talks about all things that have to do with self, sort of evolution of yourself. And he talks about, he brings on specialists that are really well versed in neurodiversity. A lot of them have a connection to horses. That's why they're in the podcast, but it's no longer about horses. It's really about, consciousness and personal growth and a lot of really interesting things, and health. And so I'm going to zoom in here. And so connecting with your inner spirit, that podcast is about connecting with your inner voice. And so my drawing morphed from a fashion drawing to what you're seeing here. And I think I worked on this for a day or two to get these drawings to the level that they are. And I stopped here at this little bit of a wonder type drawing. And so let me show you the bookmarks on this drawing. I've got the origin. This is where I started, like I said, with the fashionista. And the last painted was here when I was working on the screen with you. And then where's my global view? The global view is not very helpful on this drawing anyway. Let's go to the plant. So that I created that bookmark. The door. The notes, which I do have, whoopsie, I do have some notes. That's it. I used to have more. And the horse spirit. So there are my bookmarks. And I just want to show you a little bit about the layers, how this one is also on the background layer. I don't know if I ever used, let's just see, can I keep bookmarks open? No, I can't. So let me go to I know the door is on the background layer, the horse spirit. Let's see if the plant is on the background layer. I did use 2 layers here. I've got the hair was a separate layer. And I'm just going to show you, I can turn that off, which I don't want to, goodness. Or I could turn the background off. So that's just a little demo of the layers. And what else can I show you? Oh, let me show you what happens when we make a film. So I am going to record a video, and I'm going to record my art. So it says this application will capture your screen, and you will not have a chance to review it. And I'm fine with that. Record the screen. So what I'm going to do, it's recording. You see the red button up there. I'm going to zoom out. Now I did a proper recording of this. I'm just demonstrating right now because I wouldn't have started where I started. And that's where I want to stop. So I'll hit this button, and recording saved in the gallery. So I'm going to say I'm done. I'll go to my gallery, and there it is. And what's interesting is that I think I created this drawing. You see how it's distorted? I think I created this drawing in a vertical format, but I just tried to record it in a horizontal format, and you see how everything's stretched. So what I have to do actually is I have to go back to my program here, and I have to turn it into what I originally had, which was the vertical. And watch what happens when I record the video this time. So I will tell it to record a video. I'm going to record my art, not how I'm drawing. So here's the one that I did today. Here's the other one that I did today, and which is going to be, it started at the door, if you remember. The other thing that I think I want to show you really quick, and I'm going to switch back to a view that I really want to be in. Let's see here. I want to go to I got to get to the right program. Infinity Zoom. And I'm going to show you how the record how you draw works. So we're going to do that. Record video. And we're going to say record how you draw. And I am going to add a few more stars. Oops, I've got the wrong color here. Let me go to a white. Let's add a couple more stars. And I'm going to hit stop. Recording saved. And I'm going to hit done. We'll go to the gallery. And here we have, again, it did it in the aspect ratio I don't want, but I can show you what it did. You should see my stars appearing. Oh, I had the wrong color. So it recorded the whole screen. It recorded everything I was doing. Now you see that I added a couple stars. So it does record how you're drawing. And that brings us to the end of what I wanted to show you today. Thanks so much for joining me. I could quickly show you a couple, this history of fashion. It will be I believe I'm going to work on this on my next live. And I will just show you that one real quick without explanation on this. And so here I have to remember where I haven't worked on this drawing in several weeks. So each area I have to look into and figure out where did I go in and zoom in. And you can kind of see the history of fashion and the cultural changes across the globe. And this is the last thing that I've been working on here. And this one is not done. And I'm going to go much farther than that. So that concludes my video today, walking you around how to use Infinite Zoom. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, and I could use some more subscribers. I'm trying to make 1,000 subscribers when I made this video. So I'd love it if I saw you again on here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.